Bless up, big ups. Rastafarian, that's me. Once again, with the knowledge, this wisdom, this understanding, gotta get it. Gotta get that divine knowledge, gotta get that divine wisdom, gotta get that divine understanding. Man, I've been looking into the Rastafarian lifestyle and like the way of life of a Rastafari, and I've been watching a lot of videos on this guy on YouTube. His name is Zaylock23. That's his YouTube channel. But I've been watching a lot of that, and he's really been inspiring me into like just taking that step to excuse me, there's something on my screen. Into taking that step to getting to know myself deeper, getting to know nature, getting to know the ways of Rastafari. I mean, it seems like something that I flow with. It seems that like that would be my type of vibration, and that's something I think I'll be. That's like a spiritual spiritual aspect that I feel like I should be tapping into. You know, I feel like that goes with my spirit. That's just where I belong for some reason, you know. I mean, we all belong. We all need to go back into nature. We all need to have that aspect of nature, you know, going back into our roots. I mean, as humans, as beings on this planet, we all share the same vibration, the same energy, the same entity that created these trees, that created this ground, that created this grass. That's the same entity that created me. So my vibration should flow with the vibration of these of nature, you know. And like Rastafarians, they have a vegetarian lifestyle, a vegan lifestyle. And I mean, for me right now, it'll probably be very difficult for me to just immediately just drop eating meat, because I've ate meat all my life. I mean, it's not something that I can just drop in an instant. But I believe that over time, you know, keep like consistency, if I keep telling myself, keep making myself, you know, like with anything you do in life, if you just dedicate yourself, keep motivating yourself to stick to it, you know, that's going to become a routine. You keep doing it, it's going to become a routine. It's going to become instilled in your daily life. It's going to become a part of you. So I believe that step by step, little by little, I can achieve the life of a vegan. I can just live from nature. I can just live from food that I grow, from food that I manifested out the ground, that I harvested out the ground, that I ripped and I sold out the ground, you know. And these are the Natis. They're getting somewhere. They're starting to lock up. You feel me? I mean, let's just give these a couple of years. They're gonna be nice. But yeah, I mean, a Rastafari, the lifestyle of a Rastafari is not just physical. It's not just all physical aspect. It's very spiritual. It's very spiritual. I mean, you just gotta tap into that, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get a deeper understanding of this, get a deeper meaning of the Rastafari life and the belief and how they do things. I mean, it only makes sense, man. Like, we came from the earth, we came from nature. Like, we're kings and queens. Like, you know, we need to embrace our heritage. We need to recognize that we are a peculiar nation. We are here for a purpose. And I mean, it can't be just one God. Well, it can't be just something that just boom, everything just appeared once. I mean, there's that entity within us. There's that. What's the word? It's that mastery within us that's already there. That doesn't need to be channeled through any way. Just nature, just naturally manifested. Like, it's already within you. So just let that channel through you. Just let it show who you are. Let it show your true self, which is being one with nature, being one with yourself. Love yourself, love that self, knowing who you are, knowing why you was put on this planet, knowing why your vibration is your vibration. Like, why were you given that vibration? Why were you given that why were you placed where you were placed today? Why were you put there? And that, I feel like that's the deep meaning. That's a deep principle toward Rastafari. Like, you gotta know who you are, know yourself, know your wealth. I mean, I'm African. We all, no matter where you are, no matter what part of the world you are in, no matter where you live right now, we're all from Africa. Our ancestry is from Africa. So I personally I have to go back to my roots. Have to understand that I am from Africa, and this is Babylon. The world we live in right now is Babylon. It's warfare going on. It's spiritual warfare, physical warfare, mental warfare in daily lives. Like, there's things people fight through. Like, you wouldn't even it's unfathomable. Like, you can't think that somebody can go through something like that in their mind. So there's warfare in every aspect of life. Spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, you have warfare. And Zalak was talking. I watched a video on him last night. He was talking about how, you know, pain is a fuel for self-consciousness. So this is how it works. Like, say you're going through a hard time, you're going through like something difficult, something hard to deal with. But instead of dealing with that, like, letting your mind just focus on that, and just letting your heart work with you to let that diffuse. Instead of doing that, we tend to go to other things. We tend to distract ourselves from the problem, from the pain, from the suffering. From the pain, let's say, not the suffering, because pain is that immediate feeling, that immediate hurt. But suffering is long term. Suffering goes on. You can't go through pain and suffering without understanding what you're paining about, what you're suffering about. So you gotta let that feeling, let it rise, let it think about it, sit down, meditate on it, understand your pain, know your pain, and that pain will just make you aware of who you are, of what to do to better yourself, to better your consciousness. I mean, and once you get over that, once you beat that, after that you're gold, you're solid. Like, there's no way you're gonna go back to that suffering. There's no way you're gonna suffer through it. I mean, you face the pain. You just need to face the pain, and that'll cancel out the suffering. That'll get you conscious to yourself, to who you are, to your body. I'm telling you, man, it was just deep. Like, Zalak he's really been inspiring me. I mean, I've been learning a lot from his videos, and like, I just got into the locks, the freeform. I mean, I haven't really been doing much to it, man. Just wash and go, like you said, man. Wash and go, and it's getting there, man. And the next couple, I'm hoping by this next year it'll have some length to it, based on my how I take care of it. I mean, it's looking beautiful right now, and I bless God for that. I bless the Most High for all He's given me, for all He's done, for all He's doing, for all Selassie, Haile Selassie, all the Rastafarians, King Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Ras, Bob Marley, all the Rastafari out there. I bless up, big ups to you, for just channeling yourself, for just knowing yourself, for just knowing your world, the world you live in, knowing nature, for understanding why you're here. Bless up for that, big ups. And one more thing I wanted to talk on was my personal experience with pain and it bringing me to my consciousness. I mean, to be honest, I'm still experiencing that pain right now, and part of what Zaylock said last night, like what I saw, what his video told, what he said in the video. I'm sorry, I can't talk right now, but like what he said in the video really touched me, because like right now I'm facing so much like pain in my heart, like in my is going from mental pain to physical. Like it's not right. Just pain with my family, with myself, with like me understanding myself, you know. I feel like in the past I haven't had enough self-love for me as a whole. I've always been looking to others, looking to other people, like, you know, like, oh, that guy is cool, man, I wish I was that guy. Oh man, this guy is tall, I wish I was tall, man. I'm short, I'm this, I'm that. But guess what? I'm me. We all have a different vibration. We all have a, like, we're all individuals. You were put here for a certain reason, and that's what I realized, man. I'm placed here for a certain reason. I mean, my parents' goal, my parents' vibration, their way of living does not have to be mine. And that's what I realized. Like, that's part of the pain, because I felt like I was just hurting them from what I was doing, from how I was living my life. I was hurting them, and I recently got kicked out of my house. Well, you can say I moved out, but I was forced to move out because of my way of life, because of me. I mean, I don't, like Zay was saying, you can't label any situation as good or bad. I mean, it wasn't a bad situation, it wasn't a good situation. It was just an experience. Like he said, it's just an experience. Like, once you're living this life, we go through experiences, and those experiences are what make us us. Those are what builds individuals. Those experiences you have, you can't possibly label those experiences as bad or good. It's what makes you you. It's just an experience, simple as that. That's all it is. So there's no need to dwell on the fact that, you know, you're hurting somebody, you're hurting yourself, you're hurting. I mean, it's always good to have that consciousness of others' feelings and others or other people's thinking of you. But you are you. Like I said, you are you. We're all individuals. I mean, thinking of others is awesome. It's amazing. Don't get me wrong. That's part of being a human. You need to have love for others. You need to have a consciousness for others. You need to be able to relate to others. I mean, if you're hurting somebody and they tell you you're hurting them, I mean, try to don't necessarily like change what you're, like, who you are for that one situation, because of that experience. I mean, you can change the way that experience happened. I mean, but that, if it's past, it's past. Just let the past be the past. You can't dwell in the past, man. It was just eat you alive. You can't dwell in the past. That's one thing Zay was talking about too, that really really stuck with me. You cannot dwell in the past. But man, enough of talking. Way to get this. I'm just trying to channel myself, my inner spirit, my inner virtues. Just getting to know who I am, know myself, know my wealth, love myself. And I mean, once again, it's Rastafarian, Rastafarian out here. Bless up, big ups, bless, big love to all, to you. Well, whatever race, whatever religion, whatever vibration you were flowing with, whatever vibe you were carrying, big love to you. I mean, do you? You're here for a purpose, and once you find your purpose, just put it all into it. Put your heart, put your soul, put your mind into it, and let it manifest. Let it change you. Let it work you into who you were meant to be. Let it put you where you need to be. Where you were intentionally put on this planet to be. Once again, I'm just rambling, but bless up. The Nazis. Let me get a. I don't know. The lighting right now, it's not too swell, but let me see if I can get a good 360. It's hard to get it with one hand. But yeah, man. Signing out.